Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to my 12 Days of Christmas video series. I'm really excited to be sharing projects every day with you from December 1st through the 12th in 2021. You may be watching these videos next year or any time of year because these project ideas that I'm going to be sharing with you over the next 12 days are not necessarily for the holidays, but they are using gifts that I included in my 12 Days of Christmas gift box. I think I might have enough for one more box. So if you haven't gotten in on it and you want dibs on the last one, then let me know. Everybody else, I think, should have gotten their kits already, or their gift boxes. There are 2 people that signed up late. They'll be getting their kit in the next few days. And this is what day 1 looks like. So if you have received the 12 Days of Christmas gift box and you haven't opened your day 1 gift yet, then you probably don't want to watch this video because I'm about to spoil the surprise. So every day in this video series, I'm going to open up the gift, show you what was inside, and then make a project with it. None of the gifts are Christmas related, but many of them can be used for crafting for Christmas or making gifts to give for Christmas. Are you ready to see what's in this gift? No, you're not. My video today is a little bit late because I got all kinds of crazy up with the clearance rack update. This morning, Stampin' Up updated the clearance rack with dozens of items. I don't even know, I didn't count, that are up to 60% off the original price. These are all retired items from the annual catalog and from the spring catalog. We've got things like Stampin' Blends and cardstock and punches and trinkets and designer paper and kits and boxes and ribbon and markers. You guys, there's so many amazing things. So if you love all these things and you love good deals, make sure to go right now to my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. I picked out some of my favorite deals to use on our project today. So before we get to that, let's open up this gift and see what's inside. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's December. It feels weird to be opening a Christmas gift, but also kind of fun. Oh, look, it's a stamp set. I used the stamp set from Sentimental Rose to put in this package for the first day. Not only do you get the little mini stamp set, you also get a clear acrylic block and a little mini ink spot. Sentimental Rose is one of the kit collection kits available from Stampin' Up. These are available online. You can go to my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. And so here is the Sentimental Rose Kit. It's a card kit that makes I think 9 cards, and it has a little card holder, and it comes with some twine and some embellishments and the stamp set. All of the Stampin' Up kit collection kits that include stamps include a clear block and a Stampin' Spot. So starting with the kits, if you're a brand new paper crafter, is a great way to build your collection. Here are some of the other kits that you can find in the online store at juliedavison.com. These Stampin' Up kit collection kits are also a really great way to share paper crafting with a family or friend this Christmas. The kits that include stamps are $19, and there are also kits that don't include stamps that are only $12. So the price point is perfect for gifting. And like I said, it's a great way to build your stamping collection. So today I want to share some other projects that you can create with a stamp, even without the kit, because after you're done making the kit, then you have this stamp set and the little ink spot to carry on and create more projects. So we're going to combine this day 1 gift with some items from the clearance rack. So I chose one of my favorite items, which is the Timeless Label Punch. I used this one so much, and I was really sad when it retired in the spring. So now is your chance. If you didn't get this punch before, you can get it now. Normally this was an $18 punch, and in the clearance rack it's $10.80. So the clearance rack, if you're a new stamper, is also a really great time to buy up some supplies and save a bunch of money. So this Timeless Label Punch, I'll put the item number in the video description as well. and the link, but it's item number 149516. So we're going to use this because I think the sentiments in this set will all fit very nicely in this punch. So we're going to use this punch. And then the other thing that is really fun in the clearance rack is we have some retired in color cardstock. There are at least 3 colors in there right now. And Seaside Spray is one of them. I'm trying to remember. We have Seaside Spray, Terracotta Tile, and Purple Posy. Those are the 3 colors. So even though the ink pads aren't in there, we're going to still make a card using the Seaside Spray cardstock from the clearance rack. So normally this is like $8, I think, $8.75. $7.75, $7.50, and it's on sale for $3.75. Really great time. Stock up. This item number is 150883. And there are some coordinating things in the clearance rack to go with the Seaside Spray. Even though that's a retired ink color, we have the Stampin' Blend markers. We have the regular Stampin' Write markers. And the other thing I'm going to use is some ribbon. So we have some of this gorgeous ribbon that coordinates with those ink colors. And so this is the Seaside Spray linen ribbon. It's item number 149707. And I don't remember what the normal price was. I think about $7, and it's on sale for $3.20. You guys, there are so many amazing deals in the clearance rack. You really need to get over there and check it out. And all of the clearance rack deals are while supplies last. And so you don't want to miss out on these because once they're sold out, then that's it. They're gone. Speaking of deals, today, December 1st, Stampin' Up! Has started their last chance product sales. So these are things that will be discontinued from the July through December catalog. And you want to get all your favorites while supplies last as well. So here are some of these deals. I will put this flyer in the video description so you can check it out. And all of these deals, plus the clearance rack deals, you're going to be able to get at juliedavison.com/shop. Make sure you use the host code. I've got 2 that are open right now. QWGWKBAE. And I'll put the other one in the video description as well. Either one works for your December order to get a free project kit and a gift from me when you order $40 or more. And so you can get $40 worth of deals and really make your dollar stretch and get that freebie from me. All right, let's get stamping. I have pre-cut some cardstock here from the Seaside Spray and some Whisper White. So the measurements that I've got here, the Seaside Spray, well, let me start with the Whisper White. The Whisper White piece is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, which is 1 inch less than a normal card front. So let me bring in and start with a piece. My card base is actually going to be this crumb cake. So I'm going to score at 4 1/4. I always like to score my cardstock before I cut it. So the lighter color braid, are we out of the picture here? The lighter one is the scoring blade and the darker one is the cutting blade. So I score at 4 1/4 and then I'm going to turn it and line it up at 5 1/2 and cut it. So a 1/2 sheet of cardstock is the card base that I use for my cards. And if you fold this in half, your finished card size is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So when I was trying to figure out what size to make my layers, I just took 1 inch off both, 1 inch off the width and 1 inch off the length so that I could have a piece that would perfectly center in the middle. So the white piece is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then the Seaside Spray is going to go in the middle. And this one is 3 inches by 4 1/4. I went ahead and cut 2 because since I'm cutting my card base in half, 1 sheet, then I can just go ahead and make 2 cards at once. I always like doing that. I don't know about you guys. So let's mount our stamp on here. I'm going to use this beautiful floral. And I think this is a distinctive stamp. So we've got some really great detail on this flower image. And I'm going to put it right on the block that comes in the kit. And we're going to stamp with the gray granite ink onto the Seaside Spray. So let me grab my scissors. I love these little Stampin' Spots. They come in the Kids collection and also the paper pumpkin kits. And when I first started stamping 20 years ago, I started stamping with stamping spots. So even for big stamps like this flower, or even bigger ones like a whole background stamp, you can use the little ink spot to ink up the whole thing. And our re-inkers that work for the big ink pads also work for the Stampin' Spots. So if you're starting with some Stampin' Spots, you can keep them fresh with the re-inkers and build your collection with these little mini ink pads. So because this stamp is bigger than the ink spot, I'm going to put this down flat on the table and then turn my ink spot over and spread the ink around. Now I did notice I had a little lint from the ink pad that transferred to the stamp. You can see that darker line there. So I'm just going to make sure that I get that moved before I stamp because it will affect my image. So I'm just going to gently lift that off. Do you see that little linen piece? These little mini Stampin' Spots are like there's a felt pad, and so it's linen on top, and so sometimes you do have those little fibers. All right, I'm just going to turn this over and I'm going to stamp on my cardstock. And I always like to stamp off the edge and make the pattern continue. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Continue off the edge of the paper to make it look like it keeps going. So that's a tip. If you're new to stamping, I would say stamp off the end. The other thing, if you're trying to fill the paper, is to stamp in a triangle pattern. So I've got the first one up top, and then I'm going to do the other ones kind of in the corner and create a triangle with the images. So I'm going to do one more to fill this little piece. Oh, I love that. I think this one is really juicy, and this one is like, you can see a little more of that detail. Let's do it again for this other piece. Like I said, I like to make 2 cards at once because it just makes sense to cut your cardstock in half and use both pieces. This flower is so beautiful. I know gray granite seems like an odd color to be stamping a flower in, but when you introduce color with the cardstock, then it's not so, it's not so gray and drab. This stamp set also has leaf stamps. So I'm going to clean off my stamp and reuse the block for the other image. So I'm going to use the stamping chamois. This is a great way to clean photopolymer stamps. It comes by itself, and I've just put it into a clear stamp case so that I can keep it moist while I'm stamping. You'll want to make sure that you let it dry out in between so it doesn't get funky. And this allows you to clean your stamps and put them away and then get another image out and use the same block. Now, normally when I stamp, I have a whole collection of blocks, and so I'm always just mounting all my stamps on all my blocks and using them all at once. But if you're just starting out and you only have one block, you certainly can use that same block for all of your images. All right, I'm going to add the leaves here in the empty space. We might only have one for each side. I don't know that we have room for what, maybe I'll just put like one leaf here. Oh, that really fills it out. I love this. I think for this one, I'm going to go right in the middle. That's really pretty. I feel like we have a little more room though, so I'm just going to do there we go. Okay, now I'm going to clean off this stamp so I can use the block again for my sentiment. The Stampin' Chamois really gets into all the different grooves of the stamp. Now, if you don't have a Stampin' Chamois at home, you could also use something like a wet paper towel or with the photopolymer stamps or the rubber stamps. All of the kit collection kits will come with photopolymer stamps, which are the kind that you can see through. The other kind with red rubber are called cling mount stamps. They still work with the clear block, but you can't see through the stamp. Okay, next up, I'm going to stamp the sentiment. And here's a little trick for conserving paper. I'm going to take my Timeless label punch and punch it out of the center. This is going to cover it up, and so you will never know that there's a piece missing. Then I can layer this on top and save paper. So let me do that from this side, and we're going to stamp on those punched images. Happy birthday. There's a lot of great sentiments in this set. Happy birthday. Plus we have Happy Mother's Day. Thinking of you. Congratulations. Thank you. And best wishes. And for you. So we have so many sentiments in here. I feel like this is a really versatile stamp set that you're going to be able to use all year round. All right, let's clean our stamp really quick and put that back on the stamp paper. And when you're shopping for empty stamp cases for your Stampin' Chamois, you can also get an empty case for your stamp set, so you can keep it on the shelf with all your other stamp sets that come in these clear cases. All right, let's do some assembling. We're almost done with this quick and simple card. I'm gonna move my grid paper out of the way. It always drives me crazy when I've got ink underneath my project and I don't want to take any chances. All right, we're going to bring in that other clearance rack item, which was this beautiful ribbon. This is a linen ribbon. So we've got the Seaside, and then we also have that crumb cake kind of color in there. So I'm going to cut a little piece and angle the edges. This is going to go underneath the punched sentiment. So I'm just going to cut a long piece. This is a little bit of a stiffer ribbon, meaning that you can like tie it into a bow, but it is it's not as soft and malleable, I guess, is what I'm saying. So let's do some adhesive now. We're going to use Stampin' Seal plus some Stampin' Dimensionals. These are pretty basic adhesives. If you're just getting started stamping, you'll definitely want some Stampin' Seal and most definitely some Stampin' Dimensionals. When you purchase a kit like Sentimental Rose, it does include the adhesive inside the kit that you'll need to complete the projects in the kit. But you'll want to have some extra adhesive for when you're completing projects with the stamp set after you're done with your kit. This is a double-sided tape dispenser, so it comes right out as you roll it. And I'm going to center those pieces on there and then put them onto the card front. Oh my goodness. I really like this clean and simple card, and the rose in this kit is so pretty. Okay, next up we have our greeting and our ribbon. So I think I like it off center a little bit like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive down. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I'm out. That little red tape means there's no more in there. So let me grab another one. This one's getting close to being out too, but I think there's still some in there. So I'm going to add some tape to the cardstock for the ribbon. And then I'm going to add the Stampin' Dimensionals to the tag and put it right over the top. Oh my goodness. This card is so clean and simple and beautiful. I love the way that turned out. Okay, let's do our last one here. Even though these colors are retired, there are still so many beautiful things that you can do with it. So make sure to check out the clearance rack for Seaside Spray and some of the other retired in color products, so you can make some cute cards like this at home too. And if you don't have it already, You definitely want to get that timeless label punch. All right, let me review here really quick. We used the stamp set and block and ink. That was our day one gift for our 12 days of Christmas, along with some clearance rack cardstock. We have the Seaside spray. I'm gonna turn that over. There we go. And the Seaside spray ribbon. I hope that you enjoyed this project idea and that it inspires you to use the materials you have at home or to go shopping in the clearance rack. These things are available while supplies last. So head over to juliedavison.com/shop to pick out your amazing clearance rack deals. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I'll be doing daily videos from December 1st through the 12th. So tune in tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Central Time to see what day 2 gift is and to see what I'll be making with it. Have fun and happy stamping!